Alright, dudes, we're going to jump right back into doing this improvised kind of in RuFF's mind gameplay. So we're going to jump into another random game here, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I'm thinking, what's going through my mind as I'm playing, and see where it goes from there. Alright? So, let's do it. Let's see what we get. Is it going to be a Terran? Is it going to be a Protoss? Is it going to be a Zerg today? Who knows? I feel like I get a lot of Protoss players. Alright. That is a long queue. I thought I would find this game right now. The game's thinking hard. It's thinking real hard. It's like, okay, I'm going to give you the toughest opponent you can. Win or loss. We're going to post these things. And we're going to try to make them, kind of make them a little educational for you guys. Alright, so. We've got a TvT. This guy's MMR is a lot higher than mine. I'm fairly confident in TvT macroing players who are a higher MMR, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to do a macro build here. Okay.
Not enough.
Alright, so.
Not enough minerals.
There's a few different macro builds out there that I like. I'm going to go with my super greedy one. And my super greedy one is opening up with Reaper. But in order to open up with Reaper in TvT and expand, you need the scout. So we're going to scout here with this SCV. And we need to find out if we're getting proxied or not. So get my gas down. We're going to open up with a Reaper opener here. Okay.
Not enough minerals.
So,
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
when I do this particular build, if I notice that my opponent proxies, I immediately switch it up. Okay? So we're going to find out if he's proxying me or not. So right now, we're just going to get one gas. We're going to see if there is a Rax in the base. There is a Rax in the base, so we're safe to do our build. Now, if for some reason they don't have that Rax in the base and I don't find anything, hey, we got an SCV kill. Awesome. Alright, so I'm going to distract him some more. Let's kill another one. Kill another one. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Get it. Get it. So he's distracted. Look how long we're delaying it. It's so good for us right now. By delaying his Rax guys like this, his 1-1-1 is delayed. So that's what's happening right now. I just delayed his 1-1-1. I delayed his Reaper. I delayed his Hellion. I delayed everything because of that. And we got an SCV kill. So that's an incentive to send that SCV out super early. So you want to do that. Alright, think of it as like that annoying probe. You can do it in TvT matchups. Alright, so I make one Reaper. I'm going to make a second one to play it safe, just for, you know, this kind of standard play. So we're going to do another one. Drop my depot there. And I like to go into a super fast 3 command center behind this. And it is very safe to do this. Just because we saw the opener and we also delayed his opener. Delayed his 1-1-1. Alright. So once that's done, get down here. Our Reaper sits in the back. The reason he sits in the back is so we get the first shot off. I'm going to drop my 3rd command center now. So now he's probably going to move back. We're going to make a Hellion here, right? Look at that. So basically, this is a very, very normal opener compared to most players. The only difference is that I have 3 command centers and they don't, right? So now I'm going to drop my starport. Because why not? We have the gas for it. Now I have to be very careful here. I'm not going to send any other SCVs down just yet, because I don't know what kind of attack is coming. It could be mass Hellions and Reapers, so we're going to sit by the ramp here. Go ahead and get our gas going, right? Get another reactor. We have our 3rd command center super fast.
Command center upgrade.
So this is the build where I do Hellbat drops, depending on what my opponent's doing. So right now I don't see anything. I'm making a Viking. This Viking is for the anti-air that might come in the base, the quick liberator, whatever. Medevac to help shoot it down as my Hellions are chasing stuff. Gotta get that real quick. Now I'm going to send this down now. In TvT I prefer to make them planetary as my third bases, so I'm going to do that to play it safe. Especially since I'm playing mech. If you guys play bio or something, make that an orbital. Alright, so I'm going to do that. Send this over.
Not enough
Right.
minerals.
Make sure I got that hotkeyed.
Not enough.
And start making more Vikings here. Now I'm going to use this Rax to give me a little leverage here for vision. Where do I want to pull it? Let's put it over here.
Not enough.
Since I'm playing mech, right?
Not enough minerals.
I'm not worried about using that Rax anymore. I'm going to use it like an Overlord. Make that a planetary. That means if he comes through this area, he has to circle all the way around to hit my main base, especially early on. So a very early planetary like that is super good for kind of making the Terran reposition. Alright, so we got that down. I'm going to scan him. Looks very standard to me. It's like normal stuff, right? Alright, so we shut that down pretty easily. We lost 5 workers because I was saturated with 16, so that's not too bad.
Command center upgrade complete.
Okay. And then I'm going to go down here.
Additional supply depots.
I'm going to go for the medevac because I think he's playing bio. So let's do that. Do the medevac version. I need armory.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not
Okay.
enough minerals.
And this is good that I have a planetary here. I won't just lose the space to something silly.
Not enough energy.
Like bio attack with tanks now. That means I just have to focus my army over here for now. At this stage of the game. I'm going to put one turret up on each side here. Just in case he does another drop again. Nothing too crazy.
Not enough minerals.
I'm not going to make that turret ring just yet.
Not enough
Uh-oh.
minerals.
Supply block. Hopefully I didn't.
Not
Or
enough
we're okay.
energy.
I have a call down.
Not enough minerals.
Right?
Not enough minerals.
So I want to make sure I try to hit that timing with this. And you'll notice that when I do this, I go for armor right away, guys. Reason why I go for armor is because when we do this Hellbat drop stuff, if the Hellbats last long enough and they get armor early, it's a lot harder to kill them and they're getting healed by the medevacs. Think of it that way. It's also good for when you're fighting bio as well. Having an extra attack isn't going to do anything for killing the bio units faster at this point in the game. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go. I'm going to continue making Vikings now.
Not enough minerals.
And what we need to do is start dropping factories as I do this attack.
Not enough energy.
I need to drop like 3 factories while I'm doing this. Okay.
Not enough minerals.
Alright, so we dropped the 3 factories. Let's go ahead and attack here. Now, based on what he has, depends on if we're actually going to commit to the attack. Put it in here. He's got bunkers. We can't fight that. We can't fight that. But on the bright side, let's see if he has his third base or not, or if he's camping. He does not have a third base. So this is really good for us. That means that we're going to be ahead macro-wise. He's just sitting there. He's probably going to do some big-ass attack. And we're going to be A-okay. Right? Okay, that didn't work the way I wanted it to.
Not enough energy.
Okay, so I'm going to send that guy up there. Okay, so we're going to go back home. We're going to play it safe, since he's defending it too hard. He's like defending it really hard, by the way. That's actually really good for me, by the way. Those ravens are key to him being able to kill me, and he just lost them. Alright, so that's really good. I got my armor for my mech. That means that our Hellbat drops are going to be stronger. He can't lock down my Hellbat drops either. We're going to get Blue Flame.
That's being gassed.
So this is a very good scenario to be in for me.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay, so I've got got those now. Let's put some turrets up. I need to continue making tanks here, so that we're going to be a-okay.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough additional supply. Not enough minerals. Additional supply.
Yeah. I know I need more depots.
Not enough minerals.
Alright, so I'm going to make those. I'm going to send one of these medevacs out to kind of harass them a little bit. Wow. So I'm actually surprised that went so well for him. Because my engagement sucked. He has a shit ton of tanks, by the way. I'm hoping I can save that now. There we go. Yeah, so I had a shit ton of tanks and I dropped my stuff on the wrong spot. Wrong base. Yeah, survived. I thought I had that engagement. I'm sad. Right? Yep. Well, bad engagement, you end the game, right? And it's over. And that's exactly what happened right there. Just a bad engagement. Okay, that's it. So yeah, you guys can see that that last fight is where I lost. Would it have been better to drop on the tanks? Probably not. Something as simple as that, right? So I was in a good spot that game. It's just he had like 8 siege tanks, right? So let's take a look here. So we did really good in the beginning. Everything in the beginning was perfect. Right? We didn't really lose anything. The Hellion drop came in. We barely lost any workers. Yeah, everything was really good here. Right? We shut that down. It was not a problem. Yeah, everything was really good up until that one attack. 56K, you're awesome, buddy. Thanks for bits, man. And let's see here. So we made the right choice by not attacking into this. That would have been suicide. So we're really far ahead. It's just... Look at this. This is 2 base. This is like a 2 base all in, practically, is what he's doing. He has way more supply. He has way more supply than I do. That's weird. Way more supply, way more units. And way more tech. I wonder where I screwed up. If he has all that. It was probably this command center being a planetary. I think that's the reason. Okay, so right here is where we kind of messed up. Okay, so right here. Let's go ahead and stop it for a minute. So this comes in. And do we hit the Marines is the question. Can I drop on them? So he target fires with the tanks there. Oh, look at that. They don't have blue flame yet. Oh, it's not done. That's a huge deal. That's why. Technically, his Marines should have melted right there. And they didn't. They're taking an extra hit. Since they're taking an extra hit, it's allowing him to fight this army harder and easier. That was a mistake. Okay. Okay, so that's disappointing. So that's where we kind of got screwed. That allowed all these Marines to stay alive. Okay, that explains it. Man, I can't believe that was not done. I was too slow with it. So what I should have done was not engaged right away. I should have taken my time, just repaired the planetary, and then went in after this was done. Wait, is that a wheel? That's a wheel? Oh. That is a blown up Hellion. Have you ever seen a scrap that big on the screen before? Well, now you have. Now you have. Alright, so yeah, that's where we lost, guys. This engagement, everything up until this point seemed pretty good. Maybe what I should have done was just made this an orbital instead, stayed in my base, had 3 orbitals, make another command center, utilize that extra mule to make that CC, right? Instead, maybe get a little bit more of an SCV lead going. It might have made this engagement a little bit easier because the planetary's been up for a long while before this attack came anyways. So just something to think about. All right.